Today we want to talk with you guys with Shaun McKnight, who's got over 2 billion views with his family's channels, 14 million subscribers, about how they got to 14 million subscribers and the impact that thumbnails made on that process. Hey guys, my name is Tim Schmoyer and welcome to Video Creators. We're all about helping you guys grow your YouTube audience so you can spread a message that reaches people and changes their lives. Shaun and his family does that in some amazing ways. You guys got 14 million subs across channels. You guys are doing great. When we're talking about some of the tips and tactics that you guys use to get there, thumbnails was a part of that. So what difference, what was the thumbnail approach and strategy you guys took?
Well, back when we started, thumbnails was nobody's strategy. In fact, back then they only took a still from the video. You didn't have the chance. 2008, they took a thumbnail from the still in the video. They didn't allow you to do custom quite yet. You had to be a certain level to get that.
Yeah, I remember that.
So it was never a strategy by the time we hit certain thresholds. But over time, as we've launched other channels, we realized thumbnail is almost as important as the video itself. It needs to be pre-planned. Not like a screenshot from a video. It needs to be something that communicates well what's happening inside your video.
When you guys make a thumbnail, are you looking for a still frame through that video, taking one, photoshopping it, or you guys pose and take a picture, or how do you guys think? Do you think about the thumbnail before you shoot, or is that something like where does that fit into your production flow?
It's part of our planning process. When we come up with a video concept and we have a storyline and storyboard for that video, then it's like, okay, what thumbnail communicates best what is happening in that video? And we love it to be kind of a half completed action. So you're in the middle of something and people want to know, well, what happens next?
Right.
Sometimes it may involve copy. You may put copy on there, like the girls did a dorm tour. Well, that's highly searched, so dorm tour should be on the,
like
things like that.
But
yeah, text sometime. But we try to, it's pre-planned. We pose it so it's a clear, more defined photo and not like your hands half blurred.
And it's kind of blurry, right?
Yeah, exactly. So.
Yeah, okay, so then you guys go into the content knowing the title and the thumbnail before you even start shooting.
Yes.
And then, out of curiosity, does that impact how you open the content, the first 15 seconds?
Yeah.
What impact does that title and thumbnail have on the content then?
So obviously you want to start in, we have what we call our open before we do our bumper with our branding. And that open has some small snippet of the video that features what was in the thumbnail or related to that. So you're catching them, you're getting the conversion through the thumbnail, right, from the impression. You got to deliver some value on that click fairly quickly.
Yes.
So in the open, we put 3 little segments of within the video, each having to do with a thumbnail, so that they're willing to stay through your branding and the rest of the video.
Yeah, so like the title and thumbnail sets an expectation.
Correct.
And then you got to deliver that expectation and confirm, like, yes, what you clicked expecting to get is coming in this video immediately. And if you don't, then your audience retention goes. So we have a video with your daughters, his daughters, Brooklyn and Bailey, are identical twin girls.
Sure, yeah.
And then we did a video many years
ago, like 6 years ago, something.
His twin daughters holding my identical twin daughters. And that's the thumbnail, right? People click with that expectation, but the retention graphs go all the way down until they're scrubbing ahead to find Brooklyn and Bailey holding the twins, and then the retention goes way back up again.
Sure.
And so obviously, people click that title and thumbnail looking for Brooklyn and Bailey holding the twins. It wasn't in the beginning of the video. It came like towards the end, and people are skipping ahead. So instead of having that problem, it's better to think of the title and the thumbnail from the beginning and open with that click instead.
Yeah.
So when you think of titles and thumbnails, this isn't just like an afterthought for you guys.
Too many people, it becomes an afterthought. Like, oh yeah, we need a thumbnail, and then they just take something out of the video, which can work. I mean, there are people that do that and do that effectively, but if you really want to get an incremental percentage of click-through rates, you got to plan.
So are there any principles that you apply to all of your thumbnails in terms of design or color or structure or anything like that, or devices that you keep in mind or anything?
Another thing to keep in mind on thumbnails, when you're editing a thumbnail, it's fairly large on the screen. What we forget about is the thumbnail is really only that big on the screen when people are looking at it in a feed or on YouTube. So when we edit, we need to keep in mind, people relate with people. And so if you want the faces to be fairly large on there, so your waist up is generally what we try to do. Sometimes it makes sense you need to have a full body, or if you're a group of people, but if you have too many people in a thumbnail, it doesn't become clickable. So
too cluttered.
Yeah, too cluttered. You follow standard rules of photography, the rule of thirds, where you set the people on one side or the other or the middle. you know, where their eyes are in relation to there needs to be in the top third. All those kinds of things apply in a thumbnail.
Yes. Thumbnails can have a huge impact on how your channel grows and performs to get to 1 million subscribers, but so does consistency. And we're going to talk about kind of behind the scenes of what they did with their consistency and their posting schedule and how that impacted their growth to 1 million subscribers. Click that video you see on your screen to go to that next video, and we'll see you guys over there.
See you there.